Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan, and the market, well, is a little volatile. It's because of Bitcoin causing those swings from red to green and green to red. Nothing really wild in terms of big spreads, but it is just kind of flipping back and forth like one of those fish you might catch on a lake, and it's just flopping around. No mention of the digital asset Bitcoin in the Trump Musk live space, but it was still pretty interesting. Yeah, I listened to it twice, kind of just as I was doing other things. Well, I like the fact that there's a conversation forum instead of just these um, sound bites that the media seems to focus on all the time. So big whales like Michael Saylor and Marathon Digital, which is a mega miner, they're buying more Bitcoin and they're doing it to the tune of millions. I'm still very bullish. These 797 exchanges worldwide, yeah, can you believe that? Are all in to this $2.1 trillion market. SUI is up 57% on the 7-day. It leads, along with Helium up 47% on the 7-day, and Sats up 39%. You've got Zcash, Aptos, and Say also. They're no slouches, up 29, 19, and 17% respectively. Stellar and XRP, well, they've been able to hold their 10% gains over the last 7 days. Aave, Lido, and Flare pulling up the rears. For all those XRP holders that own Flare, there's an FAsset update. The FAsset system deployment is scheduled. It remains unchanged. Listen to this, 32.4 thousand people participated in the beta, bridging 34.6 million test XRP to Flare. That is a lot of participation. And last week, Ripple informed Flare Networks of an up-and-coming reset of the XRP testnet, and that'll happen on August 19th. This action invalidates all the existing F-Test XRP. So what you need to do is redeem your F-Test XRP by August 18th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this is due to outside of the controls of Flare. And they understand that this is an inconvenience. So they're going to airdrop 1,000 new test XRP to the affected users to facilitate that smooth transition. So if you want to get up to speed on it all, you can find the new blog was posted. I'll put a link to it in the description of this video. So if you missed yesterday's video and you are in the XRP community and you sometimes get new people in this space that tell you a lot of things like XRP is going to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, or $100 by such and such a date, you need to get back to where the truth lies. In fact, it's all about the rails. It's all about the rails and wiring those rails so that money can flow like emails. This peer-to-peer original vision was at the core with the rails, and XRP as a gas token is what it was designed to do, is to make that efficiency, speed, and cost low to move all sorts of currencies, not just XRP. It was created to move even Bitcoin. Early on, there was what was called computing for good. You could actually mine with your compute power that you weren't using, lend it over, and you would be rewarded in XRP. Most of you know that Ripple, which is really a marketing genius, has redone their branding on their website, and the documents section has also been revamped. There was a lot of hoopla about the list of banks going to the Philippines for RippleNet, But these banking lists, they're everywhere. This is what the old Ripple's doc website used to look like, and they even had the listing of partner fees, account fees, payment method fees, sending fees, receiving fees. If you look hard enough, open up the hood, as they say, a lot of that information is all there. In 2022, Tranglo listed all 1,300 banks with the e-wallets. And I have some older screenshots, one in particular that I really want to share with you. Here were their banking specs, and what's really interesting is the transaction times, which ones were real time and which ones were T+1 or T+0, or even some of them T+2 in those really remote corridors. I'm going to bring you to a list of banks in the Philippines that SBI Remit uses. And SBI Remit is the ODL partner for RippleNet. And in the group 1 banks, you can see BDO, Unibank, and then in the BDO, Unibank USD, Bank of the Philippines, BPI family, Metrobank, and Metrobank USD. All of these in the group 1 give instant settlement 24/7. They are obviously part of that instant RippleNet ODL corridor. I think the very important thing, though, to say right now is that ODL is price neutral. So when XRP is used as a bridge currency, it has no effect on pricing. So those people who are always focused on banks using XRP, it doesn't really have any impact whatsoever on the supply or demand. In the old days, before it was announced that Ripple was going to manage the wallet for everyone, it was thought that the banks would own XRP and kind of work off their own stash. But in 2020, it was announced that they were moving to a Ripple managed wallet that people could dip into and then would be invoiced later. So it really is, based on even the court documents with the SEC, ODL is price neutral. It's not what you should be paying attention to if you are looking for building value with the tokenomics of supply and demand for the digital asset XRP. Here's a new announcement today. It's got a use case for XRP. SBI, which has a new subsidiary called SBI DC, announced a strategic partnership with Ripple to use the XRP ledger in Web3 community here in Japan. It's the B23 Web3 community. They're going to issue NFTs, and they're working with XRP Cafe, which is built on the XRP ledger. And creators and contributors are to be rewarded in XRP based on their wishes. Moving right along, if you're relying on sources that promote this headline here, it might be time to reconsider where you get your news. This is the CFT scheme, the crypto trading fund. It's resurfacing again, trying to deceive you into buying and earning their CFT tokens as rewards. This is the same group responsible for the JP Morgan credit card XRP headline last week. Don't fall for it. In fact, if you're following people who are just reading articles, not a good idea. And there are some scammers who are trying to fake you that the real USD is operational and live. They have issued tokens on the XRP ledger, and I can tell you that this is, again, designed to take all your XRP. Please don't fall for this. Take a look at this. Hong Kong Institution Night. So we're talking about institutional investors. This event is sold out. There's a waiting list. One of the organizers is Chris Wang, my old buddy, the former CEO of BitTrue. I'll tell you, those early days were quite something. It was one of the few was really one of the few exchanges that catered to the XRP holder. Of course, things have changed, but I'm going all the way back to 2019, and I was one of his first 5 ambassadors. I don't do ambassador work for exchanges now, but I really enjoyed being an ambassador for Curus and being a part of that adoption. It was great. We really needed that in the space. Now, Uphold has become, I think, the go-to exchange for XRP, but I don't know, BitTrue still has a lot of great pairs, and they still bring on a lot of tokens early on. They're one of the first to usually list a token, a little easier maybe to get listed on BitTrue. But anyways, it was really great to see that his event was sold out and that Hong Kong is thriving with such dynamic energy again. And Kerr said he was great to hear from me. And yep, there's a lot of exciting movement in Hong Kong, especially among institutions. It's great news. And another old favorite of mine is Sunny Liu, who I also had on the channel in 2019. Boy, has VeChain grown up. This is a really great supply chain model. And I want to get a chance to talk to him about his new V Better DAO. The timing for DAOs, I think, a product like his is spot on, because a lot of these established chains now are moving to fulfill the vision of Web3, which is decentralization. And pay attention to Bill Morgan. The SEC and Ripple, yes, could enter another legal battle if the SEC disapproves the real USD. There's an article out there that will tell you all about it, but let me just show you the one line which is bringing this concern. This came from the SEC in their recent remedies reply brief, and it says that it is citing Ripple is also planning to issue a new unregistered crypto asset. What they're talking about is the RLUSD. Yeah, it's not a favorite, and I have a feeling it's going to be a target. As most of you know, I went really big time into SUI, and somebody said, "Oh, Eddie, you bought at the top." Well, I don't think so. I'm 14% up since I made my entry. And I am going to do a deep dive on this for everyone, and you'll see why I think this chain is so amazing. And a big shout out to Tori West for making the Olympics, and she is now officially an Olympian. She spoke at the Wave of Innovation on the Gold Coast in Australia, and also was part of my Builders series. I just am so proud of her. All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.